What's up, guys? Coach Brandon here. And in this lesson in our training section, we're going to talk about all the ins and outs of individual workout sessions and a week of training to make sure that you're set up for success. So we're going to talk about things like how often you need to work out. Come on now. What's up, guys? Coach Brandon here, and welcome to this lesson on the ins and outs of training for individual sessions and a week of training that you're going to encounter. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about all the things you need to know about how to set up a training session for your particular goal, how to set up a workout program for your particular goal, how many sets and reps you need to do, how much weight, how a workout should feel, all those important things distilled down into this simple information that you can use in the gym or in your home workouts, right? So our overriding principle for working out, there's something called the SAID principle, which is complicated specific adaptation to impose demand. It basically means our body adapts to whatever we expose it to. For your purposes, all I want you to think about is we want to keep it frequent, and we want to keep it varied when it comes to exercise. So we want to exercise regularly, not just like one time a week, but like 3, maybe even 5 times a week. We want to keep it varied in the sense that we're doing dissimilar things from day to day, but also we want to keep it consistent that we're practicing similar patterns so that our body's able to adapt on that SAID principle, right? So we want to do it frequently, we want to mix it up a little bit, and we want to make sure that we're seeing progression along the way or that we're improving, right? So there's 3 things that we can move around in an individual session to change the effect of it. We can change out how frequently we're training or frequency. We can change how much work we're doing in the session or how many sets and reps or exercises. And then we can change the intensity or the amount of weight or speed with which we're doing the workout. And those are the 3 things we play around with to create different training outcomes or results for your body, right? Now, if your goal is to build muscle or get stronger, then we want to make sure that we're training a minimum of 3 up to maybe 5, really on the outer edge, 6 days per week. And the reason we don't train 7 days per week is because we need to be able to recover from that workout, which we'll get to in a later lesson. Now, if your goal is fat loss, you're going to do 2 to 3 days of resistance training per week, and then maybe 2 to 3 aerobic or cardio sessions within the week to create a good energy balance. Now, is it possible to do 3 to 5 sessions of just strength training and lose body fat? Absolutely, 100%, right? And for some people, that's the best way. I've just found with the clients that I work with that are looking for fat loss, if they combine 2 to 3 days of resistance training with 2 to 3 days of more aerobic based or cardio training, that they see the best results. But again, that's not to say that it can be different for everyone. Now, within an individual session, you may be wondering, what are sets, what are reps, how much weight to use, and all those good things. Now, sets are how we group individual pieces within the workout. So say that I'm doing like exercise like a push-up, right? So with a push-up, I'm going to do a certain amount of reps, and that grouping of reps together is going to be 1 set. So each time I complete the movement is a rep, the set is the grouping of those. Now I might write that as 3 sets of 10. So that would mean I do 3 sets of 10 push-ups within the workout, right? Now, another question that I get from clients frequently is how intense should a workout be, or how much weight should I use within the workout? And I use something called RPE for my clients, which means rate of perceived exertion. Now, one way to do it is to write out for someone, use exactly this weight. But what can happen is someone can be tired on a particular day, they might not be feeling it, or they feel really good and that weight feels too light. So an easier way to do it, and a very accurate way to do it, is have your client or you report, how do you feel at the end of the set? And usually on a scale of 1 to 10, most working sets or sets within a workout, you want to be an 8 out of 10. So that RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, should be an 8 out of 10. Another way to look at this is reps in reserve. So reps in reserve is saying, if you absolutely had to, how many more reps could you have done in that set? And the answer on a working set should usually be about 3. So 2 ways to look at the intensity of your workout to make sure that you're working out hard enough to create a training effect is either 8 out of 10 challenging or rate of perceived exertion, or 3 reps in reserve. So if you're doing a set and you could have done like 10 more, too easy. If you do a set and you absolutely went to failure, too hard. You need to be right in the middle on that. Now, training frequency and intensity are 2 things that you move up and down, and those are more complicated features of the program that you can change as you get better at it. But for our purposes, if you're trying to gain muscle, you want to make sure that you're working out 3 to 5 days a week. If you want to lose body fat, you want 2 to 3 days of strength training and 2 to 3 days of cardio to start. Now, I've included in this program later on some baseline workout programs that you can jumpstart yourself with. But attached to this lesson, I've created a template to build your own workout. So I want you to take from that template and schedule out a workout and then post about it in